Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
There is a lot to prove in Tallahassee this season. Coach Mike Norvell has answers after a disappointing 5-7 season. They got the upset in Week 1 against Alabama, but it was not a strong season after that. Fans in Doak Campbell want to see if they can get back on track and become one of the powerhouses they once were in Tallahassee. Thanks.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll run him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown Gators! Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he topped things off with an electrifying 85-yard run to the end zone.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Florida State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's Quintravion Wisner. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play and they can go the distance, this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Turns up, it's Robinson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick give. Powers through the defender.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires quickly. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Hands it off on the counter. Stopped right there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. He's got the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic time.
Touchdown, Florida State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And he tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The fake and wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Handoff for Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And it's a sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the counter.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Wants to throw on 1st. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Straight ahead, it's Ball. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Setting up the screen. Makes his man miss. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells to fake. Fires quickly. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with ball. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Snap to the back. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. To the air, it's Daniels. Way off target there.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're all over it.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down of the dope. Left side is Singleton. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And the Gators line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There he goes! Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Trying to establish the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On play action. Looking left. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
He'll keep it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Noles!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Extra point here will tie the game.
For the extra point.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Ball. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Brown. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Right side, it's Ball. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Croma. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Leaves it in his belly. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch, it's Riles. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Drops back on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Out wide right, it's Boggs. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. What a first half for that superstar back. he's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Working the middle, it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge, he's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. So on their first drive of this 3rd quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Hands it off. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches.